Man, F Real Madrid.
Whoa!
So should we cut to commercial? Sure. I think we can stop here. That was pretty good.
What's up, George?
Ryan, hello. Happy to be here.
We opened up these Corona premieres and they suck.
Yeah, just a word to the wise. Corona premiere, not very premiere.
Not our sponsor.
Definitely not a sponsor.
Hashtag not our sponsor.
I've never replied no to an email quicker when they offer that to us, but they still sent us a case. It's just not a good beer.
It's a shitty MGD 64 is what it is.
That's fair. I'll take that.
You know what's surprisingly good that everyone was giving me hate for last week is the Mick Ultras.
Yeah, just straight up Mick Ultras?
No, it was the flavored kind, but it's the normal Mick Ultras. Fucking good.
So I had a period in my life where I was drinking Mick Ultras and I was a huge fan, probably for the same reason that you're enjoying it. And then,
they're just very drinkable.
Yeah, well, I agree. And I walked into a party with like a 12-pack, and this girl asked me if I was a member of a sorority. So ever since then, I haven't drank Mick Ultras. But if you're doing it, I might have to get back on that train.
You do look like you could be part of a sorority.
Yeah? Okay.
You give off that vibe.
Which one would I be in?
What's the ugly one with all the fat girls?
I ate a pie.
Speaking of parents, what's going on with that gash in your forehead?
The gash in my forehead? What gash in my forehead?
Right there in your forehead. Looks like you got like stitches or something.
Oh, dude, can you see that? I thought it was like hardly noticeable.
What'd you do? Did you take a volleyball to the head?
No. I also got this. You see the other bump too? Like up here?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
So do you want to hear the story I'm going to make up on the fly, or do you want to hear the real story?
Let's hear both. And then give us both, and let me tell you which one I think is real.
Okay. All right. One truth and a lie?
Sure.
Okay. So, all right, this is story number one.
Okay.
I was at the YMCA, and I'm in the sauna.
Ferndale or Detroit?
There's no Ferndale YMCA.
Or,
Detroit or Royal Oak?
Royal
Oak. I'm only a member of the Royal Oak one. Shout out to the Royal Oak YMCA,
time out,
by the way.
can't you switch between the...
my membership only allows me for the...
Are you sure on that?
Yeah, I think you had it because you're worth more money than I am, so you might have been able to afford that when you had the membership. Yeah, so I'm at the YMCA, had a great workout, and I stayed in the sauna for too long, and I overheated. And after I overheated in the sauna, I was kind of like struggling, and I went to the shower, and I couldn't even like stand, and I was fainting and like super lightheaded, and I just basically like banged my head, not too hard, but enough to get scratches, and what you see on my face while I was like kind of like dozing off on the floor of the shower. What?
So did someone like come in and like find you? Like did you get knocked out?
That was story one. Story two.
Wait! I can't follow up questions to these.
Do follow-up questions. Let's see your story two.
Okay.
Story two. Basketball game Monday night in the league. Heated.
What league we're at the Y?
No, the Come Play Detroit one. The one I was playing Monday night. Also, shout out Come Play Detroit. Great organization to explore different sports leagues in and around Metro Detroit. Go out there. Come Play Detroit. I'd give you a $50 promo code, but you probably don't work for the same corporation that I do, so it wouldn't apply. But that is Come Play Detroit if you're a Metro Detroit young person.
Use discount code This Is Podcasting for 10% off.
Well, we haven't worked that out yet.
We'll edit it in later.
Okay, so it's Monday night. We're at a heated point of the game. We're both 2-0 the teams, and I tell the guy who's guarding me because he was trying to lay off because I take a lot of layups. So I make like a mid-range shot in his kind of grill, and I say like don't you ever dare give me that shot. Like I'm gonna make that every time. That's absolutely insane that you would give that to me and just drain it. And then the next possession he kind of gave me an elbow, and then yeah. So then I kind of fell and then kind of got the scratches that you see.
Okay, so story one's definitely the true story.
Yep.
So how long? First of all, how long were you in the sauna for?
15 minutes. I should have left around minute 10 or 11. And
Did you work out before?
I did a light workout where I was just like kind of with weights and like on this like ball thingy to get my balance and stretching out.
Oh, you're lifting now?
No, not really lifting. So then
maybe you should.
But then after that, I went to the sauna, and I should have left around like 10 or 11 minutes. I didn't. I made it to 15. I remember feeling really hot, really bad. I get out of the sauna. It was just like you know how lightheaded it feels, right?
Yeah, I have a sauna in my house now, actually. But continue.
Sips Corona premiere. Yeah, so where was I? Okay, yeah, so I overheated. I make it out of the sauna. I feel I recognize immediately as I'm outside in the locker room that I'm in bad shape. I'm feeling really bad. I try to drink some water. Just feel like overheated, lightheaded. So I go to the shower thinking, hey, if I just shower, I'll feel better. You know, cold water or at least some water just rushing over my head. And I couldn't even like stand it. I'm basically just like slowly like passing out, feeling fainted, lightheaded, and then just like kind of end up on the ground. And I basically like sleep for like a second. But in the act again of like rolling around, maybe I hit my head on the wall a little bit. I'm like bleeding. So yeah, I was found by people. Like,
what time of day was this?
It was like 8:30 p.m.
Is it like a lot of people in there? Was that a pretty high traffic time?
There was people in there. There was like 5 people in there. Like I basically came to, and they were like, "We got an ambulance," like, or we called the paramedics.
Really?
And I'm just like, "Well, like I'm okay." Like,
no, not my insurance. My deductible's too high.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, who's gonna pay for this? And yeah, blood's gushing down my face. So it was probably really scary for the person that found me. I probably looked like I was dead on the ground, bleeding. The best part though was I was trying to talk to the person who called the paramedics, like, hey, what's wrong with my face? Or just like ask them questions, like, what's going on?
Because you didn't know what happened.
Not that, but just I couldn't see him. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of in shock too, like that even happened, you know. But there was someone showering next to me, and they didn't know what was going on, so they kept on hearing me talk. So I'm trying to talk to the person.
Oh, you're like wearing those stalls.
Yeah. So I'm trying to talk to the person, like, hey, like, you know, did you call the whatever? Asking basic questions, and then the person is like in the showers going, what? Like thinking that I'm talking to them. But yeah, a lot of people saw me naked. A lot of people were.
Was it like that movie with Owen Wilson? Was it Hall Pass or whatever, where he passes out in the hot tub? Have you seen that?
I've never seen it.
There's the 2 guys helping him up.
But it's a similar
dicks in his face.
No, yeah, they were clothed, thankfully. But no, the paramedics came. They checked me out.
Did they come in the locker room? Or
Yeah. It was like a paramedic, a fireman, a policeman. Shout out, by the way, to Royal Oak's finest for coming to help me out the other day. You guys are great. I actually feel a lot better about having to pay all the fines to Royal Oak over the years because I definitely got my money's worth on Wednesday.
Why were the police there?
I don't know.
It's because they're Cuban?
Maybe. Maybe they had ICE come check me out. But I didn't have to pay anything. It was all free, and they took my blood pressure. They shined a light in my eye. They took my heart rate, and I was fine. I just basically got too hot. They were like, yeah, that happens. You get lightheaded from being too hot in the sauna, and next time don't overdo it and just stay hydrated.
I think 15 minutes, I feel like that's not that long. I feel like you and I used to do that, didn't we?
It was just hitting me different. Like I was feeling really hot the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I didn't really drink that much water during my little light workout, and I didn't have enough water beforehand. I was like over. It just happens sometimes, you know.
They say like doing regular sauna, but also like mixing it with like cold baths, like in between, it's like supposed to be like really good for you, like overall like increases like your health by like 20% or something.
So you do like 5 minutes in the sauna, cold bath,
something like that.
Minutes.
Yeah, just like shock your body, like
I got you.
Increases your immune system or something.
But yeah, so that's what happened to me. It was pretty scary. But
when was this? How long ago was this?
Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah. So. But I was never concussed, never anything. I played basketball on Friday.
Did they didn't give you stitches or anything?
No, man, no stitches.
Or they just put a Band-Aid on it?
No, they didn't even put a Band-Aid on it. They were just like, yeah, you're fine.
The paramedics didn't give you a Band-Aid?
No.
What'd you do?
I just went home. It was like gushing blood. Like it's been like this the whole time, basically. Like it stopped bleeding pretty much right away.
Wow. Did you tell your parents?
No, I did not tell my parents. They would freak out.
Surprise! Shout out to the Menacalls and everyone fans.
Yeah, shout out to the Menacalls. They would be over here and they would be on the next plane from Miami to make sure. That's what happens to your only child. Speaking of only children, how's the heir to the throne doing?
It's all right. He's not sleeping through the night yet, but we're getting close. Doing the sleep training, which is tough because you got to just let him cry it out. So,
what would you say is the hardest or the most difficult thing about being a parent or a father?
Just like the overall like lack of sleep and never getting like a full night's sleep just takes your toll on you after a while. Because he's 5.5 months old, so I mean, yeah, obviously 5.5 months of not sleeping. It's gotten better, but just never really getting a full night's sleep sucks. But I don't know, it's cool. He's starting to get like a little personality. He's starting to like laugh. And
I love. I don't think we should say his name just to protect his identity. But I love your son. He's
Smith Jr.
Will Smith Jr. He is adorable, and I love looking at him. That sounds creepy, but you know what I mean.
Pedophile.
There's obviously perks to creating life, but I was just curious what you thought was the hardest thing.
Yeah, we'll start drilling him soon in tennis, hockey, golf, basketball. One of those sports will pay off and get me a nice retirement home someday.
Uncle George will help him out with the basketball. I think genetically he'll be pretty sound in tennis and golf.
Speaking of tennis, I got my ass whooped.
Again.
So to set the scene, my first tennis match in like years, like competitive tennis match with someone like equally or better skill than me in years. Probably 6-7 years probably. So the first guy I played was 52, whooped my ass, 6'2", 6'3". He wasn't even really that good. He just kept putting the ball in play and just kept making mistakes. He had a few winners on me, but it was just absolutely demoralizing. So I watched a ton of YouTube videos. Winning the next week, super amped up.
Here we go. This is Ryan getting down and dirty and gritty. Time to watch YouTube videos, baby.
Well, I was just trying to get like motivated again, just like my fundamentals down because everything was off, especially like my timing and stuff, like my footwork was just atrocious. But anyway, I came in the next week like all fired up and ready to go. And it was like a kid my age, actually younger than me. He just graduated college like 2 years ago.
Oh.
And he was fucking good. He just beat the shit out of me again. I couldn't even serve this time. He just was ripping everything back, and it was just again demoralizing. But fun, good workout.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We're doing that workout challenge with everyone. So
you got a lot of points.
A ton of points because I was just in the red, spiking the entire time as far as my heart rate was concerned. So
no, I'm really glad you're doing that league. How many more do you have?
So it's supposed to go to like June or something, but I'm just a sub. So like some guy got injured. And I guess he's coming back next week. So just whenever like someone else gets hurt or if they can't make it or whatever. So yeah. I don't know.
No, I'm glad you're doing it. Playing like competitive sports has been like one of the best decisions I've made.
Well, it's just better than like getting on a treadmill or something like that. Like it's
hell yeah, it is.
I don't know. First of all, I try way harder. So for our competition, it's based on effort. So it's just easier to put in more effort.
So like credit pulls.
Like outbounds and credit pulls effort. But yeah, just I don't know, treadmill. I can only do that so long. It just gets boring as shit. Even
Absolutely.
with like the iPod and the TV and all that shit, it gets boring.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. No, I'm glad. Seriously, when it gets warmer, you want to go hit. I'll be like your coach, your motivator.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just need like repetition.
Yeah.
Like it just like the timing. Like timing's so big in tennis. I was just so off with timing, which is huge.
Yeah, for sure, man. These people are playing competitively all the time. Like you just need to get back into that mold.
Yeah. Well, they're all old as shit too, but they're all still killing it.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for another episode of This Is Podcasting. Remember, use discount code This Is Podcasting for 10% off.
Come play Detroit.
Oh yeah, come play Detroit. Shout out to Come Play Detroit, our number one / only sponsor.
/ not even a sponsor. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks for giving it a listen, and we do this for you. And yeah, man, it's just all the feedback and the comments. Even from our last one, it was so many. It was just like it was so coming out of your house the second you step out of your house, and people are just there to say hi to you because of your podcast.
We gained over 1,000 subscribers last podcast. So shout out to all the new people here. Yeah, remember to hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and
tell everybody about this because referrals are such a big part of all this. So
referrals are a key to any successful business.
All right. Thanks so much, guys.